another junk journal to share with you. This is called the Lovelight journal, and you'll see as we're flipping through why that is. It was inspired by a beautiful old piece of sheet music that I found called Lovelight, and I just think that the script, the font is so lovely, and it is the inspiration behind the whole journal, which is full of lace from my stash and kind of a minimal palette. Anyway, we'll get into it, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.
Okay, here
Thank
we
you.
go.
This is the outside of the book, obviously, and I hope that you're capturing the color here. It's a kind of a greeny beige gray color. I really love it. It's very old, as most of these are, and the original book was The Riviera of the Corniche Road. So on the cover I used a piece of lace that looks rather tattered. On the spine is a glass button, and there is a vintage chandelier crystal here. So this just opens very easily. Don't make me a liar. There we go. Unties there, unwraps. It's attached on that side. Okay. And I feel like I've been working on this book forever. It's taken some time to do, but it's really been a joy. And everything's very coffee dyed. I'm just going to flip through it quickly, and if something strikes my eye that I feel like I need to explain to you, I will. Most wonderful sound. All the laces are just from my stash. Used a lot of book pages in here. A lot of stamping. Love the coffee dye. And this was sort of the inspiration behind the whole thing. It's a 100-year-old piece of music, sheet music, and obviously so fragile that it needed to be reinforced on either side, but isn't it lovely? And so I've kept to a pretty minimal palette with this. Two little tags. Thank you to Patty on YouTube, who taught me how to make these little double pockets. I think they're so cool. I'll link to her in the section below. I've been saving all these illustrations out of the books that I've destroyed to make junk journals. They're gorgeous. This one's fun. And then the little stamp says, "Be yourself." And some of these digital downloads are from Ephemeras Vintage Garden, and some are from Nicole of Acccessoire on Etsy, and I'll link to both of those wonderful designer sellers in the section below. More genuine lace and some satin binding there. This is printed on fabric and sewn onto the page. I've got a lot of envelopes in most of the signatures. There's 4 signatures here. That's Nicole's Broken China set. Another book illustration. I want to say Miss Lady Faye, but I don't think that's right. And maybe it is, and that's from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. Same with this. Again, this is that sheet music, the Lovelight sheet music, and it's just so fragile. So I've glued other papers to it to give it some strength. Look at this cute little tag. Oh my God, it's a tiny envelope with a tiny little thank you inside. Also from Nicole. And she makes really stunning junk journals. If you haven't seen them, you have to go and look. Vintage Queen Bee. Love, love, love Vintage Queen Bee. It was my first digi-download from Debbie Ann's Ephemeras Vintage Garden, and I still adore it. Another book illustration. This was some seam binding that I just kind of tucked and sewed as I went down the page with the lace. And again, the very fragile sheet music. Another glassine bag. Cute little thing I've had in my stash forever. Same with a lot of the little, in fact, it has a name. Oh, I want to say Dresden. These little things. They've been in my stash forever. I finally glued them in here. It seemed to go with this super gorgeous old anniversary card. Isn't that sweet? Hallmark. Oh, come on. Okay. Bluebirds. Do you remember Wally's? That's what these are. Oh, spool holders from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. Another pocket. This is kind of neat. It's a pocket. I don't think I have anything in there. Maybe I'll put something in there before it leaves me. Old book page. Another word printed on fabric. It was amazing as I was working on this to discover that I had so much lace. I don't remember buying it all. Somehow it found its way into my stash. I love this lace. Isn't that gorgeous? This is beautiful. You could put something in there. I just haven't. And in this envelope, a little bit of my own hand lettering. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right, saith Henry Ford. Gorgeous book illustration. This is also a pocket. And cute. And that's it. That's my little stamp I put at the back page of every junk journal that I make. I was born in the year of the rabbit. And that's the end of it. Again, 4 signatures. And I hope you like it. And thank you for watching.